All right, Ashley, thanks a lot. Loss is hard to endure, especially the loss of a spouse or a parent. One West Alabama family is turning their loss into a legacy. Grace Bister is joining us in the studio with their story tonight. Grace.
Andrea, the Barrett family has endured a tough loss and gone through an emotional roller coaster. But at the end of it all, they're seeing the light at the end of a dark tunnel.
This is Brian Barrett. He was a father to Bella and Anna Grace and husband to Danica. In 2021, he began experiencing health issues that started with an allergic reaction to a tick bite. That led to him getting a pacemaker, and he would later catch COVID-19.
We went to my clinic, and his oxygen ended up being real low, and he had been coughing real bad. We'd had some issues with that, so they sent us straight to the hospital. And then that Monday morning, he called me like around 4 o'clock and told me that it was getting harder to breathe, and he wanted to ask them to put him on a vent.
A few days later, Danica got a call that he was being put on ECMO, a treatment that normally takes weeks to months to get, and it's to help the lungs. From August to October, Brian went through ups and downs. He would get better, then get worse.
We prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed.
They had decisions to make.
He had two favorite numbers in the whole world, and it was 18 and 55. So I wanted things done with those numbers.
Brian's nurses made sure they gave him the perfect EKG with his favorite numbers at the perfect time.
But we got to be with him and be there with him.
At 8:55.
Brian was laid to rest on October 22nd. But his family made plans to have his legacy live on, and they started the Brian Barrett Memorial Foundation. It started by giving to families with loved ones in the hospital and random acts of kindness. It turned into scholarships for dual sport athletes going into a trade school.
Neither one of my parents technically went to like a 4-year college, and so they worked hard for the things that they have, so we just really give back to those students who are so deserving and selfless.
Danica, Bella, and Anna Grace say that through the foundation, they get to keep Brian's legacy alive.
I had made promises, and one of my promises was that I would say his name every day. And I wanted his name to never be forgotten. In 30 years, somebody can say, oh, well, I got to go to my trade school because of this.
Just knowing that I'm making him proud and implementing the things that he, raised us to do and the people he raised us to be, I think doing those things just makes me feel closer to him.
Tell your family that you love them. Give them extra long hugs. I can remember the last hug that I got from my dad. And if I could go back, I would make him hug me for an extra 20 seconds longer.
The next event benefiting the Brian Barrett Memorial Foundation is a golf tournament at Knowles Country Club in Reform on August 24th. For information on how to register, you can visit our website at WCBI.com.